but it's never on.
I'd have like 500 messages if I did that.
Oh, thank God, yeah.
Join it. Here. So I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. So in the room, we'll just do it this way. In the room is Alex, Christian, myself, Pete, or Neil. Pete on the brain. Jessica and Jade. And on the phone, there's Pete, Stacy, Shelley, Mike. And Judith Ann is on the phone. So we have a quorum, yay. And we'll so we can get going. There's no other visitors here. There's no public, so we'll dispense with public comment. Get into the discussion and action item. So the Big Sky Watershed Member. We had a pretty lengthy discussion about it at the meeting. But we're kind of under the gun. We did get the application in. So all they're waiting for is to see if we're gonna fund it or not. And then they can move forward, and then we'll move forward with putting a subcommittee together and coming up with a game plan for that person specifically. And then that subcommittee will also be the hiring committee as well. So the budget end of this is that, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but we have like $28,000 in the coffer right now. This is probably gonna cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $20,000-ish. The other thing about this is that come grant time, we'll still get the $7,500 from Department of Ag. And then we'll get another $1,785 from Highway Department. And there's some money that isn't that we allocated for some work to be done, but Christian and the crew has come under budget, so we'll have some money left out of those funds as well, probably a couple, $3,000. So after everything's all said and done, we'll still have about 11 grand, 12 grand in the, there's Monty. We'll still have $13,000 in our coffers to spend for other things. So what we really need, I guess, if there are any questions regarding the whole Big Sky Watershed Member person and what we kind of came up with, and when we were talking about it at the meeting, was that person would be a great asset to get educational stuff put together and get that in place and be able to prolong it after that person's gone with the weed district employees. And once we get everything set up and they start talking to people and they get the foot in the door, I guess, basically with them, then once that person's gone, and that person will go from January through November-ish, 10.5 months, something like that. So to me, I think it's well worth it. I think there's other things that we can have them do as well. But I would think education would be the biggie. So if you guys have questions, now's the time to ask them, and we'll see where we go.
Yeah, Dave, I've got a question. So when you're talking education, what avenue of education are we looking at? I mean, what are we trying to gain on this?
Well, I guess from my standpoint, I think we'd probably look at one would be general public education. Two would probably be more of online of like when we go to HBIA and those types of things, doing different education with them. Plant IDs. Since we have the greenhouse now, I think that'd be maybe a really good thing for that person to be able to have kids won't be this year, but it could be in the spring of next year. Come in and do stuff with the greenhouse and that kind of stuff with Alex's help. And Christian, you have anything else you'd like to hit on?
I think, working and collaborating with other entities like the Prickly Pear watershed to like either do weed pulls or spray days or like that, like to help create those kind of events for education and weed management as well. Because we can take a lot of the base education that is help built in this and help teach that. I mean, we can also get together with schools too on that, or 4-H programs as well, to try to tie all of us together is really like what I think would be like what I view as like an educational thing, is bringing all of us together and doing something to help out and help educate the next generation.
Okay, yeah, and I was just trying to see what areas, we were specifically targeting for the education portion of this. Yeah, I mean, I'm all in on educating folks and trying to get people to understand, the weed situation and identification. And so this person would be primarily tasked with doing that sort of activity. Is that my understanding?
Yeah, I think so. From my standpoint, I think that would be a good thing to have happen. And the other thing it's gonna do is alleviate some pressure off of the regular crew, Christian and Alex and Jade. So I think that'll help them out as well, being able to do some other things and when we put this committee together to go through the specifics of what they're gonna do, I think we could add in some other things as well. Biocontrol collections, have another person out there to do that. I think that'd be pretty helpful. There's a lot of things that we can do with it, so.
Okay. You mentioned Christian coming in under budget in his area. Christian, is that directly related to staffing issues this year, not having enough folks on hand?
Stacy, Mr. Chair.
Yeah.
No, that was for the refurbishment and redoing our rental trailers. I put together sort of a quote what it would cost to redo those 5 trailers, and we're roughly gonna come, which was $10,000 that you guys allocated for that, and it looking like it'll only probably cost us $8,000 to do that. So
Okay.
So that'll be $2,000 there that you guys had allocated that will go back into your guys's ability to distribute as you see fit when we're done with that. It looks like I only have fittings and hoses to finish up that fifth one. I already have have the motor, pump, the tank, and all the big cost items. So it's just really running everything and getting that taken care of. So
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions from any of the board? Okay, I'm hearing none. Guess we won't have any more. So I'm assuming once we get the approval to do this, we'll move forward with that. The subcommittee, I'd like to probably keep to 3 people or so. just so we can, and then most of those, I think we could probably do by Zoom. You know, so people wouldn't have to travel in if they so choose to do it by Zoom. With Jade's help, we can get that done. I don't see it taking a huge amount of time, but it's gonna take some time to get the plan put together and then to review applications and go through that process. And then we'll make a recommendation for that person to be hired, and we'll go that way. Go ahead, Jessica.
Chair, I do just want to say that we have put in the application. We have not been selected though,
Right.
at this point.
It has been approved.
Oh, did you hear about it?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
good.
I can fill you
Good.
guys in a little
Okay.
bit, Brian, you know,
Excellent.
this week.
Oh, good.
Application has been approved,
Excellent.
and they have already done their preliminary interviews. So
Okay.
they are actually looking to send those out in the next week or two.
Oh, wow.
It's
Great.
moving very fast.
Okay.
So that's kind of where they are at in their process. They had like 170 applicants and 45 placements. So they've already done over 100 interviews and have already selected the applicants that will be sent to the host sites.
Good.
So those should be coming in the next or two.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're ahead of the game already.
That's great. Yeah. And I do think it is important, you know, for this subcommittee, you know, to put together this work plan, you know, for this member. The more effort and detail and you know, expectation that is set forth in that plan, the better overall outcome we'll have. You know, if we can give this person some very clear guidance and expectations up front for our goals and our milestones and, you know, what we're hoping to gain, I think that's really going to set this person up for success. So, you know, the more work we do a little bit on this front end, you know, the better outcome we'll get with this investment.
Yeah, I think so too. Do they have I don't know, a template that we can work off of, or do you have one, or, you know?
Not sure. There's examples of past projects that people have done on their website. And then it's kind of as far as I know, I can ask. And
Yeah, let's reach out and ask.
Yeah, it'd be just nice to have something to
Yeah.
go off of.
Otherwise, you know, I think work planning is a really great tool. We have made some attempt in that in the office, so we could put together that template. I have some of those anyways, that I like to see on like a month by month basis, so that you would set up that January through mid-November, and you would, you know, January is going to be focused on onboarding and, you know, getting, you know, with those specific goals in place. And then, you know, that overarching
Okay.
plan of setting up an education and outreach program that then can be implemented by staff in the future, you know, and carried forward.
Okay, good. So, well, let's make sure, I guess, that we will want to do this. So what I need is a motion to accept the proposal for the Big Sky Watershed Member, with the parameters that we've talked about for budgeting. Some of the things that are covered that won't be covered by us, but that are covered by the Big Sky Watershed is work comp, all their per diem, their stipends, all that kind of
For
stuff.
insurance.
So insurance. So we're pretty cut and dry on where we're at with the 20 grand-ish. And then I don't think there's any surprises there, but so I need a motion to move forward with the Big Sky Watershed Member. And we'll go from there.
I apologize. I do have one question. Is this person going to be one quarter time, full time, part time? What's the amount of hours that we're looking at?
40, right?
It is, yeah, Chair and Shelley, that's a great question. This is a full-time position for that 10.5 month period.
Okay. And we're only paying 20 grand for a full-time position?
Yeah, it's a volunteer. So, you know, this is through Montana Conservation Corps. It's a volunteer program. It's a AmeriCorps program. So
Gotcha.
you receive a stipend. It is a volunteer program.
Understood. Okay. Thank you. With that, I I motion to approve to vote on the Big Sky Watershed Program person.
Second.
Yeah, I second.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second to move forward with the Big Sky Watershed member for Lewis and Clark County, we district. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, hearing none, motion passes. So when you can get that message to those guys that we did that, and we'll go that route.
Yeah.
So next question is, who wants to be on the subcommittee to do this? Okay, Monty,
I'll do it.
Shelley,
I'd be interested too.
Pete,
Question, with my time, could I just send in some comments about what I would like to see, what the plan would entail, and let the
Of course.
subcommittee sort through that?
Yeah. Of course, that's perfect, actually. And I would open that up to the whole board if they have certain things that they're looking at, and once the committee meets, we'll keep notes, and then, we'll share that with the whole board, and they can take a look at that and then make comments on that as we go through it. I will sit in on it, but I won't be a member of it since I got 3. But I would like to be here for the meetings, so. And if you guys are wanting to sit in, you could probably do that. It's just that I'd like to keep it to the group to get things done and get it moving forward and go that route. So would you want to kind of share that up, Monty?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So that's really all we can meet on today, because we put that out as a public comment for a public comment period and that type of stuff, but anybody have anything for the next meeting that they'd like to see on the agenda?
I would just like to apologize. I see I have a medical appointment that day of the meeting, so I won't be there.
Okay. Okay, and that's November 5th, right? Is our meeting date. So Jade will send out the norm, and you guys can make sure that we have a quorum, so get your votes in, or get back to Jade as soon as you see that, and we'll get that thing rolling. So I guess with that, I really appreciate you guys coming together for the special meeting, and went as fast as I thought it was going to, so we're in good shape. But if nothing else, then I need a motion to adjourn.
I make
So
a motion.
Okay, we're good to go then. I appreciate you guys' time. We'll get some stuff put together and we'll go from here. So I think we're in good shape. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay warm this weekend.
Yeah. Snow's coming Monday.
No one's
looks
coming.
like.
Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday.